Jeff, you guys pick up an upset win over Tulane. What does this one mean to you?
Yeah, it was big. Those kids are taking a lot the last 11 days, so they don't ever change. They work their tails off every day to keep getting better, and really happy for them. At least it'll shut some people up until the next time they don't do something people don't like.
This seemed to be one of the more complete games, offense, defense, special teams. What do you think you'll see when you watch the film of this one?
A team that felt extremely disrespected. A coach that said we've basically been cheating the last 6 years, which disrespects everything we've done in this place for 6 years, in my opinion. A quarterback for them that disrespected us like unbelievable, mic'd up before the game. Some spoiled, rotten media. Some fair weather fans. Shut them up for a week. But the loyal ones, the true ones that have been there since day one and always stay in there, that's who we play for. Them chirping birds we don't really give a crap about, but it's not to shut them up for a week.
Jeff, what does it say about this team that you guys can rebound from a low moment in the season and have a performance like this?
They're tough-minded kids, and they don't listen to you and all the podcasters.
Do you have any idea now what it is about playing in the Alamo Dome that allows you guys to have so much success here and why this streak has continued the way it has?
I'll let you tell me.
Coach, coming in as underdogs, despite your undefeated tenure here at the Alamo Dome, what did you tell your team before kickoff to set the tone for the kind of dominant game that we just saw?
I really didn't have to. I mean, the negativity that our kids have gotten is just unbelievable. And, you know, I did not appreciate what Coach Summerall said. And I told him. And John's a good man and a good friend of mine. I just thought it was disrespectful. And, again, the way their quarterback spoke about us before the game, the way our kids have been treated for the last 11 days. A really frustrated group that we've felt we've done as much right as any group we've ever had here since January when we all came together, and we just haven't seen the results we wanted. We've been extremely injured in the passing game, and all those guys are somewhat getting healthy, and you saw them all out there tonight. And I just can't always tell y'all every single nicked up thing about a kid because the other team knows. But we're getting better at the right time. And I'm happy for my kids. I would just say a lot of frustration, a lot of negativity, a lot of disrespect. For a group of kids that have never lost a home game in conference in 6 years. For a coach that chooses to stay and doesn't choose to hop, tries to fight and build something. And we got so many people that want to sling instead of step up and help.
Coach, Owen McCown was nearly perfect throwing the ball today. What impressed you the most about his poise and decision-making throughout the game?
31 for 33. Had a drop, and he threw one away. That's pretty much perfect. I mean, the play he made on 4th and 2, they had the flat covered. They had the corner covered. He throws the late release. Kid's a clutch, man. I can't wait till he gets totally back to his normal self physically. Kid's John Wayne through this thing all year long and taking 1,000,000 bullets for this place. I'm happy for that kid, man. I really am.
Going off Owen, how much do you think that 42-yard vertical shot to Overmeyer on that first possession kind of sparked that near-perfect performance he had tonight?
Yeah, I think the protection on the play. They brought Sassy from the field, too. Now, I was terrified we were fixing to get smashed, and our guys up front picked that thing up. It was unbelievable. Anytime that kid has just a little bit of something to throw into, just a little bit, he's pretty freaking accurate. And I agree. That was a good way to get us going, but it didn't. We already were behind. I was like, this is not the way I drew this up for our revenge frustration game, because I really thought North Texas did a great job of bouncing back after their South Florida embarrassment, right? And I didn't think we handled the Rice deal very well. So now we're going to get all this sunshine pumped up us for the next 7 days, which isn't true either. It's somewhere in the middle there. And how are we going to handle that against the most talented team in our league? The most talented. I mean, what Alex has done there with that roster, how they've invested in that roster, do some real research on how much they've invested in that thing. And then all the people that like to gripe, let's step up and invest in our roster the way they invest in their roster.
And then defensively, I mean, you went down 6-0 right away, but that stop on that 2-point attempt, that give you guys kind of the momentum to force all those takeaways and just routine stops throughout the night?
Again, I thought it was slightly disrespectful. I mean, shift to one side, shift to the other side. Come on, man.
Jeff, did you challenge your defense this week, and did they answer the call for you?
Did Greg text you and tell you to ask that question? We challenge our defense every freaking play. Sometimes they make plays, sometimes they don't, JJ. Come on, man. They're embarrassed, man. They had 37 missed tackles last week. They're competitors. Most teams check it in. These kids have done this for 6 straight years. Winning college football games is hard. It's freaking hard. Spoiled ass rotten.
Coach, I'm sorry to go back to it, Coach, but I'm just honestly curious. It was Dana Holgerson 3 or 4 years ago, before that season opener, that insinuated crowd noise, and then to the Tulane coach. Why do you think those accusations happen?
You know, Dana was kind of in fun. You know, he kind of made a little quip. You know, I thought John's was a little more personal. I mean, European, sticks, piping in fake noise, investigations, illegal. I just told my guys, man, we already living in his head. Man, we already living there, so I wish I worked for a boss that would let me do all those things. Our crowd's loud. Our band's loud. I mean, I don't know, Vinny. I wish I could tell you. I hate that for John, because I personally like him a ton. He was probably just trying to, you know, he even got it where our band was scared to play tonight. I had to go tell our band. I had to send Mike over there to get our band playing again. Our band director's the nicest guy in the world. He didn't want anybody mad at him. But they told him he was playing too close. You know, when the offense gets over the ball, you're not supposed to make any more noise. I mean, exactly when is that? Everybody's no freaking huddle. So nobody can make noise ever? Like, when is that really? So our band director was scared to death to play with the band. Sosa is probably one of the main reasons we haven't lost a game here. Those dudes rock every time we're here. I had to send my GM over to my band director because John got what he wanted. He got the officials. They're undefeated in our league, man. Come on.
And then to follow up, you mentioned it today at the ESPN event on campus, and I'm not trying to be creative or clever here, but is there something, Coach, to the black uniforms, the way your team plays?
Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's just kids love that stuff. They love it everywhere I've ever been. You know, I wish we could play it every week. We did last year. We got hot, and we just kept wearing that thing. I don't think Alex is going to let me put them on if I were to call him and ask for an exception. I think he's going to tell me to not wear the dark and follow the rules.
Jeff, you got a game ball there. I think this is your 50th win. What does that mean to you?
That's crazy. I mean, it's gone by very fast. I told you how much I love this place. I hurt for this place. And what's scary about these kind of deals, when we punch up like this, people love to say, do less with more. It's impossible. We need help. We've got to have help. You're not going to regularly beat Tulane, Memphis, South Florida. We got to step up. And I begged for this when we were winning. Unbelievable. And honestly, we need to go 2-10, about 4 more years. And then we'll step up. But you had to raise money to fire me. You have to raise money to hire another staff. And you could have just raised money and got some help now and invest and not have to worry about all what's coming down the road. And that's the scary thing about doing this. My guys do punch up. We are proud of doing less, more with less. And when we were in Conference USA, I get it, man. We were up in that thing. We had done a really good job moving up there. This league's another monster. And I really want this place to be like this. I do. And we've got to get that. We got to have some help. And the last time I did that, you know, I had an unbelievable gift from Harvey. And we had that for a while. And we're going to have that kind of stuff. Help to stay in this hunt. People don't understand how hard it is to win a college football game. And people are all going for it right now. And we've seen what it can be like here. But we've got to really invest. We need a lot of people to help.
Yeah, Coach, you seem very emotionally conflicted, and the way that you're talking about it kind of speaks to the state of college football in general. But how do you balance that emotion? I mean, you guys just won. You guys played a great football game, but you're obviously frustrated and having to deal with all this stuff. Like, can you enjoy this win with the team? How do you balance that out?
I understand it. When you've won at the level we've won at, when you've won championships, your crowd they expect that, and the goalpost has moved. I mean, we worked our tail off to get the new facility. We didn't even get the overhead. We still don't have an overhead. We still practice in 100 degrees. It's still freaking hot right now in October. And everybody talks about it's not raining. It's the heat you're in every day. It adds up, right? And now you can pay the players. And she's got to try to take care of her girls' basketball team. She got a baseball team needs this. We got stuff everywhere we need. If we don't invest in this sport right here, like big time, now, I hate to think what's going to happen to this place. And I'm in it to win it. I got 7 years left here. And it's going to be expensive no matter which way we go. But we've got to invest. And it's just hard right now on everybody. On her, on my president, everybody. It's hard because that goalpost is moving. And the reason I'm doing this tonight again, I'm just praying someone out there will be moved of our loyalty to this place, our commitment to this place, and maybe somebody has it and can. If we don't, we'll just keep chopping wood what we got, but it's going to get expensive one day. It's going to be one way or the other. We're going to have to pay. I'd rather pay up front, but can we get a loan? And let's just win, and we'll pay them back later. It's got to be some way. Appreciate y'all. I know I was a little salty. God bless. Birds up.
Just a little.
David, you guys pick up a big win. What was the mood like in the locker room after this one?
Bunch of yelling, bunch of celebrating, bunch of dancing, bunch of just everything, excitement. It was a great win, and you know how the locker room's going to be, just fired up.
What's the mood been like for the guys the last 10 days or so?
Very locked in, very focused, after, 2 weeks ago, the big loss that we had, but we had to get our minds right, and change our mentality to come out here, and no matter what opponent we have in front of us, we're going to dominate them.
Did you guys know you could have so much success like you did tonight?
Oh, for sure. We prepared a lot for, Tulane, and, just the preparation that we did during practice allowed us to go out there and, execute and get a big win.
We're here. With the dominant win you guys had tonight, how do you take that momentum and carry it forward into on the road and have the same success?
Yeah, we're gonna have to learn to be dominant in the road. It's something that we still have to work on, I believe. But we're going to carry over and we're going to dominate on the road. I'm for sure about that.
David, Coach Trey was just telling us it sounds like you guys were really sort of aware of and feeling some negativity, or some disrespect, whether it's from Tulane or the media or just stuff that's out there. What did you experience in that sense, and how much of a motivator was that for you today?
Yeah, just seeing what was said, that just gave us a boost. We're not going to take no disrespect, especially at home, and we're going to show y'all what we got.
Was there anything in particular that resonated with you, or that you felt like kind of got under your skin or was disrespectful?
I don't take nothing personal. I'm a type of person to see through it and just go out there and execute.
Does that all kind of add to the emotions of getting a win like this today? How did that impact just what it felt like to have this kind of a showing?
Yeah, it does. It gives me a little more, excitement knowing that, if you're going to talk a lot of mess, we're going to go out there and, dominate you.
David, is there a tryout process kind of in fall camp to be a quarterback on trick plays like that? And how did you land that position?
Being quarterback in high school, having that little bit of experience and, just repetition in practice and just keep practicing, being a playmaker.
And I know that the wide receiver core has been banged up for a lot of the year. What was it like to go out there and you and Devin just having excellent performances, both of you getting multiple touchdowns tonight?
Yeah, me and Devin are going to go out there and do what we do. I believe we're both good, very good players. Injuries, is not going to hold us back. We're just going to come back stronger and just put everything in God's hands.
For you in particular, with getting the receiving game going today, what was it that set you apart or allowed you to have kind of a breakout game compared to the rest of the year?
Just having the confidence and just being patient, letting Owen go out there and do what he does, and just giving us the ball and we go out there making plays.
Owen set a school record for consecutive completions and was nearly perfect in this game. What stood out about his performance from your side of it?
Just getting to where the ball needs to be, giving us the ball and, going out there and just making plays. It's Owen McCown. He's going to do the great things he does, and he's going to keep making great plays.
Was there anything that was different about the passing game compared to earlier in the year? It hasn't always clicked like this.
We were very slow in the beginning, I believe, but, just being confident, giving Owen the confidence to throw us the ball and going out there and catching the ball and making plays.
What does it say about Owen that he can come back from a rough game and have a performance like this?
That don't ever doubt Owen McCown, because he will, show out and, outplay people and just do what he does.
Thank you, David. Thanks, James.
Shad, you guys pick up the big win. What did you guys know you could come out and compete like this?
Yeah, we know we can come out and compete like this every week. Just got to be a lot more consistent. But yeah, we know we can compete. We know how good we are, and we know we can compete for sure.
Shad, was the team disrespected this last 10 days?
I mean, we for sure had a whole bunch of anger built up. That's for sure. But it's not. I don't think it's because of Tulane or anything. I just think that. The last game we played bad, and we know we could play. We knew we could play a lot better than that, so we were just upset with ourselves. It was nothing that they did or said that made us angry.
When you're feeling that you guys have something to prove, how much does it add to the emotions of having a game like today? What's the feeling like to be able to deliver this performance?
To be honest, it's a great conference. Everybody know that, and I just feel like every week you gotta go in there with that mindset, you have something to prove. So, yeah, man. I think we just have to. I don't know. We just great at home, and the excitement being here on this field is just give us, I don't know, superpowers or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to ask about. Is there something you can identify about what it is about the Alamo Dome that pushes you guys to another level?
The fans, everybody here coming to support us. They took time out their day, spent their own money to come watch us play. So, we got to put on a good show for them, right?
And then the takeaways you guys came up with today, was there something that was key to that or that sparked that for your group?
No, every week is the same thing. We want to go and create takeaways, and especially, definitely win the turnover battle. And then today we did a great job of that. The first drive came out a little shaky, but everybody shook back, and everybody did their job, and that's what happened when you do your job at a high level.
Not many times that you can give up a touchdown on the opening drive and be leading next time you're on the field. That kind of juice you guys with that 2-point conversion stop and then just getting the momentum there by taking a lead.
Yeah, and we work on gate all the time, so we we didn't know that they was gonna run it, but everybody adjusted to it on the fly, and we got that stop, and then since then, from then on, like the juice was just flowing. Yeah.
For a lot of this year, it's been Robert Henry 70-yard runs that you get to watch from the sidelines. What's it like watching Owen this time step up and give a passing performance like that?
Yeah, man, Owen a great player. He an even better dude. So it's just like amazing to see him out. He's go play almost perfect game. And he deserved it. And I wouldn't want it for no one else.
Shed, we saw Ahmad Chapman come through with a big game today for you guys, and he's a guy who came in here late. Just what's your sort of perspective on him getting up to speed and then delivering a game like this?
Yeah, he a dog. I've been new like since like week 1 or 2 since when he got here. He was a little late. Came in August, so like he didn't he wasn't up to speed yet. We were just trying to get, I guess, coach just trying to catch him up or whatever. But yeah, bro, he a dog and he's gonna be an excited player to watch these next few years for sure.
Anything else for Shaq?
Thank you.
Thanks, Shaq.
Owen, how did it feel to get that big win tonight?
Yeah, huge. Especially coming off a loss. The guys did a great job all week, really putting that loss behind them. Really executed practice all week, and then come out here and did that. It's huge for us.
Your coach said you played perfect tonight. What do you think you're going to see when you watch the film?
Yeah, a lot of execution. I think, reflecting off of last week, like I said, it wasn't great for us. We had a lot of, self-inflicting penalties, a lot of, negatives by the offense that we felt like we hurt ourselves more so than, North Texas stopped us. So to come back, like I said, is huge. It really shows a testament to our program. It's huge to get a win.
Did you feel like you were in the zone? I think you started 15 for 15 in this game.
Yeah, that's really, my job is to get those guys the ball. Obviously, it starts up top with Coach Burke and how he, called the game to distribute to those playmakers. So credit to him. And then, like I said, my job is just get the playmakers the ball, and y'all see what they can do when they have it.
Oh, and it was a school record for consecutive completions today. What does it mean to you to be able to have that under your belt now?
Yeah, huge. I believe, I told you in the week, it was only a matter of time before our passing game got going. And sure enough, it showed tonight. Like I said, that we knew this was our standard, what we were capable of. So the real challenge would be able to do it on the road next week.
What was the big difference for you that you were able to have, such a turnaround compared to the week before?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I just think, sometimes we might have a couple bad games. It's part of football. And like I said, the bigger picture and bigger message that we put behind us and show what we're really capable of.
What are the emotions that come with that for you, just of being able to show what you can do and to have this kind of a game?
Yeah, obviously, first reaction is a lot of high emotions, super positive. But like I said, the challenge is to put it behind us, win or loss. And like I said, we got to go try to do this stuff on the road. It's something we haven't done all year. So especially against a really good South Florida team. So, yeah.
Coach Traylor was just in here talking to us about the level of kind of disrespect that you guys might have been feeling, whether it was from Tulane or from the media or from fans or whatever. How much were you sort of aware of that, and how did that drive you?
Yeah, me personally, not too much. But he let us know. I believe that their head coach had some words for our guys and or the Alamo Dome in general, and then the quarterback kind of took a shot at how they would dominate us, and that type of fire just fuels our defense, and yeah.
Does that kind of add to the emotions in the postgame locker room? How does it impact the way you guys are feeling in this moment?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely high. Like I said, to talk a little bit, when we're in the Alamo Dome wearing our black jerseys is kind of crazy, but. The emotions in the locker room are high, but like I said, the challenge will be to put it behind us and get ready for next week.
Oh, and I wanted to talk about that early throw to Overmeyer. Do you feel like a throw like that's something that can really spark a performance and that helps you get into that 16 for 16 territory.
For sure. And I think, that's all credit to Coach Burke because that's part of our openers and plays we have scripted during the week. We actually ran that same play last year against FAU, and that was the one where Patrick went up and jumped over the guy and made the touchdown on that one. So, like I said, all credit to Coach Burke and Patrick Overmeyer for running a great route and obviously the O-line for protecting.
To you, what is this magic of the Alamo Dome that seems to, I don't know, take over you guys every single time you play in here?
Yeah, I wish I could tell you so we could, bring it on the road with us. But like I said, obviously it's special, especially put on the black uniforms on a primetime game, and everything for us, and super excited we got the win.
And you got a nice break from passing for a play, watching David throw it to Devin for a touchdown. How was watching that unfold, and how were David's mechanics?
Yeah, I thought they were great. First of all, obviously y'all know David used to play quarterback in high school, so we've had a couple of those plays sprinkled in. It finally came a point in the game where we felt we could call it and execute it, and obviously David did a great job to Devin.
Oh, Owen, how big of a win is this for you guys? Is it, fair to say it's might turn the season around?
Yeah, I definitely think it gives us a lot of momentum. But I think, like I said earlier, it's a bigger message to really our program. I mean, the fact that we came off a tough conference loss and we're able to put that behind us. Obviously, all credit to Coach Traylor, the coaching staff, and then my teammates for really doing that. We played a hell of a game for sure.
This was by far the most David Amador has gotten going in a game for you guys. What was it that sort of allowed him to click and allowed you to find him at that level?
Yeah, that's really all I can say is just Coach Burke. I mean, my job is to read the play the right way. If they give one-on-one matchups, maybe I'll look at David if I like that matchup. But schematically, that's really just Coach Burke and my reads. Good, thank you.
Thanks, Owen.
Jimmy, you guys pick up the big win. How does it feel?
Man, it's always good to win. It's winning comes hard. So we win one, got to look for the next one, but just grateful.
Did the players have a chip on their shoulder this week? You guys feel any disrespect?
We heard what he said, but last week was a big slap in the face. So it's proving to ourselves and showing that we could play with everybody has been the biggest thing. So we've been having a chip on our shoulder since A&M, and we got to show that we can play each and every week.
Is there anything you can take? Sorry, over here. Is there anything you can take from the preparation for this game? Is there anything you all did differently to get ready for this game that you can use carrying forward?
I just think it was a level of focus, a level of intention, and Coach Scott said it well, being intentional with the day. Every day you got to get better. Every day you got to, even if you feel like it's a walkthrough day, you got to get better. So being intentional with tackling, going to get the ball, making plays, doing our jobs was the intention this week.
Jimmy, you just alluded to it, and Coach Traylor was talking to us about kind of feeling disrespected and feeding off that. How does that add into the emotions of having a performance like this as a team?
It just makes the win so much better. Doing it with the guys, seeing guys make plays, seeing Owen ball out today, seeing David ball out, seeing Devin catch the ball, seeing everybody get the ball, and just having fun. I think that's the biggest thing. We had fun today, and you could tell.
What is it that you can pinpoint about being in the Alamo Dome that allows you guys to play at such a high level in these home games?
Man, we've been trying to figure it out for the last 2 weeks. So we just, like Kurt Traylor says, for some reason we just got a superpower in the dome, and got to figure out a way to get that superpower in the away game. So that's the biggest thing next is catching one away.
Jimmy, we saw Ahmad Chapman for the first time this season. You practiced with him. Was it a surprise to see how good he played?
No,
tonight?
it's not a surprise at all. He does those things in practice every time, and I'm just glad he was able to show to the world that he's able to play. So I'm proud of him. Proud of him. Forced a fumble and caught a pick. So man, he balled out today. That's nothing new. We see him every day in practice doing that, and man, the scout guys give us a great look every week. So we couldn't do it without them. So appreciate all the boys on our scout team.
Jimmy, how big of a win is this for you guys? Is this something you think that could help turn the season around?
Absolutely. Coach Shirley says it a lot. Just winning is hard in college football, and we get one. We're grateful. Be grateful for the one we get. So hopefully this is snowballs and we can turn our season around. But I'm grateful for the win.
Jimmy, I just want to follow up on Ahmad. When a guy comes in late like that in early August when you guys are already in camp, what's the process like of getting him up to speed, and how do you try to help with that as a leader?
Man, it's just everybody embracing him. Our culture is it's been really good. We embrace every transfer because a lot of us are transfers, and we understand the struggles that come with learning a new scheme, being in a new environment, and we didn't show Ahmad nothing but love, and he's grown week by week and practice by practice, and I'm just glad he's able to show it in the game today.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you.